Oh my goodness, you guys. We're live. We are live. Let's do. Should we go live on Insta? Or should we go live on the Tiki-Taki? We'll go live on the Tiki-Taki. What's up? Oh my gosh. All right, so we're live on TikTok. Obviously that goes away, but we're also live on my laptop on YouTube so we could play this back. This is a dream. This is a dream. I'm sitting on my little poof because I don't want to sit on my couch. Why? I don't know. But this is partially my friend. I have these cups already, but for my birthday, my friend got me like this whole setup. But this is the pink one, my little glass straw for my midday cafe. Can we, for 5 seconds, talk about Blake Lively? I can't, you guys. I literally cannot. She is such a tool. She is such a tool. Okay. Oh, this is like the opposite. So it like mirrors it. If you, for 1 second, are surprised by Blake Lively being a douche, you must permanently live with your head in the sand. Her mom is a casting director. Stop it. I did not watch Gossip Girl because it was the generation like right after me. So I didn't really watch Gossip Girl. Hearing that she was like a huge bitch to Leighton Meester, saying that one of us was born in a cage. Girl. So the fact that anyone is even surprised that she is a bitch or a douche is surprising to me. Like, where do you live? Under a rock? That's crazy to me. That's totally crazy to me. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this little cup. Hello, everyone. What's going on? Okay, but really the reason why we're here is to talk about Bethenny Frankel's birth chart, and I'm going to pull it up. I don't have the full thing. Hold on, let's see. Where are you? Okay. Here it is. What's going on, guys? So the Astro Twins, they are the ones who did Bethenny Frankel's chart. She is we all remember when they had the medium on, RHONY, and she was like, "Oh, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta leave early. And the woman was like, "Oh, okay. Like, all right." It's the same medium that Heather McDonald just had on Juicy Scoop. But that's not who did Bethenny's chart reading, because a medium and an astrologer, two different things. One is channeling passed over spirits, and the other one is reading your astrological birth chart. So the one that we're talking about now, the Astro Twins, they are astrologers and they read Bethenny Frankel's chart. She's just like, I don't know. She's like, I'm taking notes. And I was like, are you taking notes, or are you just like not into this, but your publicist told you it's people like stuff like this and it's catchy and people will watch or listen if you have an astrologer on, because people are interested in that. So Bethenny we all know she's a Scorpio sun. Now, Scorpios, I always say, are still waters run deep. So it's ruled by Pluto. Pluto is death, rebirth, the underworld, the darkness of life, the depth of life, right? It's all of that. That's what Pluto is. And if your sun is Pluto is Scorpio, which is ruled by Pluto, so your sun, and I'm not an astrologer, I'm just a regular person who likes astrology. So, but you have inherently woven into your soul darkness, death, abandonment, abuse, sexual trauma, because that's what Scorpio is all about. It's like the underbelly of life, essentially. So when we talk about Bethenny Frankel, woven into her story, no matter how successful she is now as an adult, is the sexual trauma, the abandonment, witnessing abuse of her mother, home instability, all of that stuff. So Bethenny already has a Pluto is ruling her sun. Okay, so she's inherently Wednesday Addams a little bit. Then we have, now this her moon is in Capricorn. I am a Capricorn. We can come off like a little aloof, a little unbothered. And the reason why we can come off that way is because Capricorn is forged in the fire. We are the goat. We climb the highest mountain. We swim the deepest seas. And the only reason we can do that is because usually we've had a lot of trauma. And the moon represents the mother. So Bethenny had all of this trauma surrounding her mother, Capricorn. Now, Bethenny and her mom share a birthday. That's already very karmic. That's already very, you know, passed over lifetimes. Like, what are they trying to work out? Now, having your moon in Capricorn, it's already like, what is that? It's abandonment. It's like not having an easy childhood. Again, could also be abuse and all of that stuff, because we're ruled by Saturn. Saturn is Kronos, which is the devil, Satan, if you're looking in tarot. That is going to give you the dark side of life, betrayal, abandonment, all of that stuff. So when looking at Bethenny's, just her sun and her moon, we have abuse and trauma, abandonment, and aloof, because we've just seen so much and been through so much. Everything is kind of like a non-starter. It's like, oh, okay, seen this, done this, been there, been here, whatever. So okay. Then we have, I was like, holy shit, she would get along with my mom probably, or they would like hate each other. She's a Venus in Scorpio. And Venus is the planet of love. When you're looking at, people always look at the sun sign in a relationship, but really you should look at your Mars and your Venus and maybe your moon emotions. But Mars is how you fight. Venus is how you love. So a Venus in Aries person isn't necessarily going to want to be with somebody who's overweight, because Venus in Aries people, they like somebody with an athletic build, lean, like toned. They're athletic. They're not really going to be with, unless they have like a lot of other Taurus placements, I feel they're not really going to be with somebody who has a lot of like body fat on them. Venus in Sagittarius, me, I have a Venus in Sagittarius. I like usually people who are not from this country, people who could teach me something that I don't know, someone that I admire, someone where there's a lot of like safeness, security, protection, but also not suffocating. I don't like to be suffocated in a relationship. I like someone who doesn't rely on me to do everything for them. I like a man who has like a little bit of independence to him. Obviously, within reason, I want my partner to love me, depend on me, be able to feel that way. But I don't want someone who's codependent. Venus in Sagittarius. So when I look at Bethenny Frankel's Venus in Scorpio, I'm like, oh my gosh, it is really like, think of think of Ozzy Osbourne and Sharon Osbourne. They both have a Venus in Scorpio. They're incredibly loyal to each other. They're not going anywhere, but there's been a lot of darkness. There's been a lot of drugs. There's been a lot of fighting, a lot of, turmoil, him cheating on her accepting it. So that's got to make you feel like that's a little bit of like masochism, right? There's like a little bit of masochisticness to a Venus in Scorpio. They like that tortured, fighting, intense love. Like, you love me so much, that's why you strangled me. Like, that's the vibe I get from a Venus in Scorpio. Like, you love me so much that you hid my car keys. You love me so much that you broke my phone into a million pieces. Like, that's the kind of vibe I get from a Venus in Scorpio. I don't know if you feel that way, but that's how I feel. But then she also has her midheaven in Virgo. Duh, obviously, the midheaven is all about it's the 10th house, essentially, right? It's what you're meant to do, like, it's your ideal career. So her midheaven is in Virgo. We all know her to be absolutely meticulous. She's meticulous. All of her bathing suits were always in little baggies, like in little plastic baggies, organized perfectly. Like, a huge part of her shows, all of them, and her personality is her obsession with organization. Now, there are two sides to Virgos. They're obsessed with what they're obsessed with, and then kind of a disaster in other ways. Like, Virgos are perfect for a manager, someone who has to do like meticulous, like a CPA. Great. Virgo, perfect. But then you get in their car and it's a disaster. It's a mess. But really what I see when I look at Bethenny, just this small sliver of her chart, it makes so much sense. Like, she's almost addicted to the torture of emotions and turmoil in some way. But then she's also really meticulous, and like, she's fanatically meticulous based on her chart. So I think it really just like suits her. I was like, this totally suits her. She was also saying how, and I relate to this so much just because I'm a Capricorn and I have Mars in Scorpio, Pluto in Scorpio. I think my 5th house is Virgo, but I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, plus the Capricorn sun. I relate to her so much on so many levels, minus the 82 million. I mean, can we just round it out? And oh my gosh, this is my heating pad. It's so cold in my apartment right now, and I absolutely refuse to put the heat on because no, I'm not putting the heat on. I'll just put an extra layer on. But I relate to her so much on so many different levels. She said that she needs to shine. Like, she's attracted, and this is me too. I'm attracted to like conservative men, but then they don't want me to have a personality. But I'm really not attracted to liberal men. I'm just like not at all. So I'm usually attracted to guys who want a girl who is quiet and behaves and looks pretty and has 4 followers on Instagram but never uses it, who works in an office, has like 20 million friends, is skinny. Like, those are the guys that I'm attracted to. Clearly, I'm the antithesis of what they would be attracted to. I have like 18,000 followers on TikTok. I have 21,000 followers on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm like, I know. So it's this effort and futility. Like these guys are never going to vibe with my vibe. So I don't know. That's why for me, I'm just kind of accepting the fact that my path on earth this time around is probably not going to involve romantic love. It's probably going to involve, being the best person that I could be, being committed to having a good life and providing myself a good life. So but you cannot hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know. Is it up? Now you can. Okay, so I had you on my computer, but you're off now. All right, let's see. Hello, everyone. Jamie also can't stand Blake Lively. I literally cannot stand the girl. Cannot stand her. When was the last time you saw me? What are we talking about? We're talking about Bethenny Frankel. We're talking about her birth chart. We're talking about Blake Lively and what an absolute tool douche she is. That's all. Capricorn is the sea goat, Lisa. Yes. Yes, we are. We are the sea goat. Oh, my goodness. There we go. This one little curl is so rebellious. She's so rebellious. I feel like my computer's about to overheat. What else am I streaming right now? What else am I streaming? I'm streaming on YouTube. So say hi, everyone. That's what we're streaming. This is the first time that I've ever used my computer. I think it's the first time that I've used my computer to actually stream. Interesting. How do we feel about the quality? And what do we think about the podcast? Should I bring the podcast back? I can do it. I was so annoyed when they took away the cool interface of how to edit everything and add music. And I was like, this is amazing. And then they took it away. And I was like, why would you do that? Is it to discourage people from making podcasts? There's a lot of funny little stuff going on. I re-downloaded TikTok. I got back on TikTok and everyone was like, oh, they changed the algorithm. I doubted that they changed the algorithm. However, I think they did. And let me tell you why. There was a video and it was like how Procter and Gamble paid off the US government for the food pyramid. And it scrolled up on me. I didn't even touch it. And then when I was trying to swipe down to see what it said, the video was no longer. Now, everyone in my comments, they're saying, oh, you have to go to your history. You have to do this. I don't know how to get into my history in TikTok, okay? By the time I'm 80 years old, I'm going to have 10 trillion apps on my phone. Everything you need an app. Everything. I'm going to have 10 trillion apps on my phone. And I'm not going to remember the password to any of them. Is this life? Is this life? Is this life? My podcast was just shooting the shit about everything that's going on, my philosophy on life, astrology, dating, all of it, all of the above. So I want to bring it back. There's going to be a little rebirth period. We'll see. My schedule had changed over the summer. So now that my schedule has somewhat solidified and balanced out, I think I could get back on it. Yapping. I was yapping. I fucking love to yap. Thank you for appreciating that. So that's what's going on. Yeah. Oh, love you, buddy. But I don't know. I don't know what else is going on in the world. It's my cat. She's being crazy as usual. I love this sweater. It's very warm. It's cold out. Florida is getting snow. What is that about? I don't even know, you guys. The fact that, where do we think we're going to be in 40 years? Because I feel like it could go dystopian, or it could go like totally amazing, or it's going to go dystopian, then become totally amazing. But will I live to see the totally amazing? Will I survive long enough to see it? Batman, where are you from? Inquiring minds want to know. Let's take a screenshot. Screenshot! All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, you gave me a gift. Thank you. South Africa. What's up, Cape Town? What's up? Are we happy that TikTok is back? I feel like I was excited for it to be gone because I immediately drove up to Sedona for my birthday hike, which, by the way, oh my gosh, I can't even explain to you. I hiked in UGG boots because it was cold and I just didn't even think that it would be an issue. But I had my dog on one shoulder, a backpack, and I don't think my back is okay. Oh, from Gotham. That's right. Gotham City. That's what's up. But yeah, I was like, holy shit. Thank God for arnica pills, because I was hurting this morning when I got up. I was like, wow. I was limping. My foot is still a little jacked up. I don't know what I did to my foot on the hike, but ooh, it's so tender. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's wild. Do yourself a favor. Don't hike in Uggs, okay? Wear proper footwear. I also was definitely really dehydrated. I've been taking multiple extra virgin olive oil tablespoons a day since I got back on Sunday. So we're Wednesday. I'm about 6 tablespoons of olive oil deep, trying to moisturize from within. I'm massaging my foot. It's so crunchy and painful. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Let me know in the comments down below what your birth chart is. Sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and what else? Your midheaven, sun, moon, rising. Where's your Pluto at? Where's your Mars at? I'm not an astrologer, but it could be fun to start this conversation in the comments down below. So let us know. Let's compare notes. I'm a Capricorn sun, Cancer moon, Gemini rising with a Mars in Scorpio. Take that how you will. I filed my nails. They're looking good. They need a little paint though. It's time to paint the old nailaroos, but I got way, way more stuff to do before I do that. All right, y'all. Blake Lively's a tool. Let's not forget it. Bethenny Frankel is an interesting character. What are our predictions for her? I think she's too cool to settle for some lame dude. I really do. She's way too cool. Paperclip. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to end this stream. Let me know in the comments below if you like the webcam or if I should stick with my phone for camera quality. And I'll make it happen because I always do. All right, stay tuned. I got so much more content and videos to come to you. I love you. Thank you for tuning in as always. Mwah. And we'll chat later. Bye.